What do our dreams mean? Are we living in the same universe? Why do we dream? Are there supernatural powers in the world? Hello everyone, I'm Alpha from All Times, and on today's video we'll be reviewing The OA. The OA is a Netflix sci-fi fantasy mystery series about what it means to exist in different realities for religion, philosophy, and what means to be human. So far there has been one 10-episode season with another season being in the works right now. The story is really complex and really fun to watch. As I don't want to spoil it too much, I won't get into the plot, but I will give you guys a rough idea of what to expect. So the short nutshell version of the story is that the OA takes place in our time, and it's about a girl called Nina or Perrier, played brilliantly by Britt Malling. At the start of the show, she comes home after disappearing for 7 years. She's not American, but was actually born in Russia. She gets sent to the United States from Russia as her dad's life was in danger. He was like a rich billionaire who pissed off the wrong people. So when she was a kid, she had a near-death experience after a bus crash leaves her blind. After that, things for her are never the same. Her dad then disappears or gets killed, so she gets taken in by a distant relative in the States who gives her away to a lovely couple. Pierre then starts acting weird, and in her early 20s, she runs away to meet her dad because she thinks he's calling for her. She then meets Habs, who's sort of like a nutcase scientist, and he tortures her along with a group of people in his cruel experiments, and I will leave it at that. Now, as I said in the beginning, the story is really complex and done beautifully. It explores concepts like morality, life after death, scientific ethics, French science, how far is going too far, spirituality, what it means to be human, and it explores the effects of mental illness on people and their families because mental illness is a constantly recurring theme throughout the show. That's not even scratching the surface, really. It also borrows heavily from many stories and religions like the creation myth with Adam and Eve, and with one character even being called Homer, for example. Let's talk about a few of the main characters. Now, I can't mention anyone, so I will say this. Everyone plays their part perfectly. To top it off, we have Perrier or Nina. Uh, I like the actress' portrayal of the character. There's a certain charm, a certain innocence to the character she plays. You can tell she's been through a lot and you sympathize with her. Haps, played by Jason Isaacs, is probably the best character on the whole series. He's an antagonist, but you don't get the sense that he's a villain. I really like this character because he's so mysterious and enigmatic. You can never really tell what he wants. As I said earlier, he's an antagonist, but he's not villain per se. He can be charming, charismatic, nice one minute, but go full psychopath in another. He's not a violent psychopath, but rather he's a sinister, manipulative called calculating character. I'm sure we've encountered someone like that throughout our lives. Steve is also another great character, played by Patrick Gibson. He's sort of the school bully, and I'm not talking about a guy who gives wedgies and calls people's names. Instead, this guy beats up other kids and causes pain. He suffers from mental illness, which I said is a recurring theme throughout the show. And I also like the fact that it explores bullies' lives and it makes the character really multi-complex and really makes you sympathize a bit with him because you know, like he's had a crappy upbringing and you know what he's doing because he's not a total asshole, but because he's messed up inside. So overall, I would like to give the OA a 10 out of 10 for incredible acting, a great and original story. Seriously, in comparison to a lot of the reboots and stuff we get today, this stands out totally. A fantastic cast and many multifaceted layers that keep you hooked to the edge of your seat. It's sort of like watching a Stephen King novel and not reading it, actually watching it. So that's the best way I can describe it. Thank you for tuning in and goodbye.